Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Apex This iRacing League. We're here tonight for race number 2 this week at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park with the GT3 series. This is also their round number 7. Weather's a little cooler out there tonight than last night with the Corvette prototypes. Only 67 degrees air temperature. Wind's a little stronger at 3 miles an hour. And track temperature is only 74 degrees. It was 110 last night for the prototypes, and so this going to add a little element of danger there and a little bit more challenge for the GT cars. They also have a little bit more on the line here. There is a limit to the incidents. They can have only 19 before they're disqualified. Damage is turned on also, and open setups, of course. So a lot to keep our eyes on tonight as we are getting ready to go down to the track here and see what's going on. And before we do that, we're going to take a quick look at the point standings here. Let's take a look at the GT3 first. Jaron Haslam, he's starting to run away with it a little bit. Jordan Johnson is in second place with 64 to Haslam's 104. Shane Hunter third, John Miller fourth, Christopher Perez fifth, Stacy Dunnigan sixth, Ismael Sierra seventh, Jeremy Rhodes eighth, Jordan Fisher ninth, and Adam Valtudis rounds out the top 10. In the GTE series, Corey Mitchell is also starting to pull away from the field a little bit. Jeff Carolla there is in second place with David Duino in third. Bjorn Pinch is fourth. Douglas Doucette fifth. Tommy Regan sixth. Ismael Sierra seventh. Adu Vila eighth. Dustin Burkhalter in ninth. And Joshua Penley around out the top 10 in the GTE class. I also want to remind you to make sure that you also tune in this Sunday. The supercars and the roof cars will also be here at Mosport Sunday the 29th, and that'll conclude our 3-race series here at Mosport. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share so that you'll know when we go live Sunday evening. Let's go ahead and go down to the track here and see what's going on here. Let's find somebody. There's Randy. That's Randy Mathis there. And they're just finishing qualifying. The qualifying just completed here. So everybody will probably be getting ready to pull into the pits here. No surprise to see Mitchell there at the top of the time charts. So we will be rolling over to the start here momentarily. Everybody's heading on in. A couple of cars, Jordan Johnson, he's trying to finish a qualifying lap there. There's a little bit of a residual time left when the session actually expires. I believe it's 2 minutes. So he may have, I don't know if he took, I think he might have just pitted. Yeah, it looks like he's pulling into the pits there. The server will be rolling over to qualifying here momentarily. Okay, we're going to go live here. The cars should be coming on track now. There they are. And as you know, the GT3 cars line up ahead of the GTE cars. There's two groups of two classes here in tonight's race, and the first class will pull off ahead of the second class, and and they'll all get going a little bit of a gap in case something unfortunate happens, so it doesn't collect the entire field. And for some reason, we're not showing the qualifying results. I'm not really sure why we're not seeing that. Normally we would. Let's see if we can reload here real quick and see if we can see what's going on. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and bring up the qualifying results here. We have Corey Mitchell on the pole, Randy Mathis in second position. We have David Fish. He's I don't know if he's new to the league or not. Haven't seen him here. I saw him maybe at one or two events a little earlier in the season. He's starting third. Jeff Carollo fourth. Tommy Regan fifth. Dustin Burkhalter sixth. Charlie Card, another new name I've seen tonight, starting seventh. Jaron Haslam 8th, Bjorn Benches 9th, Eric Elkins 10th, Doug Doucette 11th, Troy Banks in 12th, Lincoln Russell 13th, Joe Hansen Gates 14th, Kent Kruger 15th. We have Michael McCoy starting 16th, Michael Johnson 17th, Jordan Johnson 18th, Andrew Rasmussen 19th, Adam Baltudis showing in our 20th position here. And that's all we're showing right now on the screen here. They're showing 22 cars in the server, and it actually, that looks like that is I'm not seeing David Fish. Look like he's not showing in the order here, not on my screen anyway. We'll take a look down here and see. Yeah, he's not. We're showing Mathis, Mitchell, and Carollo there up near the front. Looks like David Fish might have qualified, but just not going to start the race here. Restart the system here one more time. Green. And we're going green at Mosport. Jaron Haslam got a great jump there. And looks like, oh, I heard somebody hit something. I think Dustin Burkhalter might have crashed. Let's take a quick peek here and see what we see. There's Burkhalter on the start. Oh, and he got a little sideways there into the wall. That might have been that impact we heard. He's still running there. Not too much damage there. Currently running 9th overall and also in class there. Looking back at the GTE cars, Randy Mathis Currently running first in class, 12th overall. He's also has a bit of a jump over Corey Mitchell now. And your overall leader here, Jaron Haslam. He's got a pretty good gap, pulled up a pretty good gap now over second place Kent Kruger. Now look like Elkins now. We're seeing somebody. Looks like John Stapp might have had some problems there. We have several cars having some issues here with the track so far. Here's Troy Banks. Oh, and it came around the turn there. Nice slide job there. Caught a little grass and kept on going. Good job to keep it on the track there. Banks currently running 8th, both in class and overall. You're riding along with Bjorn Benches, coming under a little pressure there from looks like Corey Mitchell. Mitchell's only half a second behind. Cars starting to spread out now a bit. Trying to catch up, Benches there. Battle for 4th place. We are with Andrew Rasmussen running 2nd in class in the GTE cars. Here's that tricky double right-hander. McCoy is right there, too. Michael McCoy currently running 3rd place in class. They're 12th overall. Got a report, let's see, John Stapp crashed. Let's see what happened there. Looks like something happened as he was coming out of the pits. Oh, and he just decided to just stop. It registered it as a crash, but I guess he was stopping to let those lead cars by there. I believe he's currently running, and oh no, he's not running. He's stopped. He's in the pit. As a matter of fact, Corey Mitchell is also in the pits from what we're seeing here. Boy, that was an early stop there. that is putting Mitchell way down the order. Currently running 20th overall. He's 10th in class, but the rest of his class is way up at the front of the field. Jaron Haslam, he continues to lead the GT3 cars there. He's got a nice gap over Andrew Rasmussen. Mitchell pitted there now that Jeff Carollo's now in the lead here. Carollo, a 3-second lead over Charlie Card. Charlie's one of the new faces. I haven't seen him in any races here recently. Card making nice progress through the long S's there. Not really gaining ground on Carollo though. He's still hanging around 3.5 seconds there. Bjorn Bench is a little less than 2 seconds behind. Here comes that tricky double right-hander. Like he handled that pretty well. And there's Bjorn Benches trying to catch Card. It's actually just over a 2-second gap now, though. He has almost a 3-second gap to Tommy Regan. There's Regan. There's Randy Mathis is on pit road. Troy Banks now up to 5th place, running 5th in class and 5th overall. Ryan Banks, Doug Doucette. Showing a little damage on the front of that car. Seems, and he got off. I thought he was going to miss the wall. Unfortunately, he did tag it there. Looks like he lost his hood. Can't really see it. From that view, it looked like he did. Yep. She's gone. Nice drag race there with Burkhalter. Oh, wow, that was close. Big pile up there for Doug Doucette. Let's see that again, see what happened here. Here's Doucette. And I believe that's Troy Banks, and he just did miss Banks, but unfortunately he didn't miss the tire barrier. Got a little airborne there, and boom, there he goes. Head over heels. Looks like he was able to keep rolling, though. Thank goodness he didn't get stuck on his roof. And able to throw her in reverse and get on out of there. Came in for some repairs, got a roof put on that car. At it again. There's Hudson just going by. Doucette now in 13th place. He's still 8th overall in class, but running 13th overall. Making a move on Hudson. There's David Hudson. That's another name that we haven't seen a whole lot this season. He may be new to the league, and looks like he's maybe he's in one of the GT3 cars there. There's Kent Kruger currently running in 6th position in class, 15th overall. He's got Doug Doucette on his tail. He's got that new roof. I'm sorry, new hood. Oh, Kruger under heavy pressure here. Doucette's making a move. Oh, and he got around, and then he kind of outdrove himself there, and Doucette goes right on by. I believe him and Kruger goes right on by. Doucette had to gather it up and get going again. No, that wasn't actually a battle for position in class with Kruger. They're in separate classes, but they are running 14th and 15th overall as it stands. And right now they've got a couple of cars. They're not actually showing on the lead lap. And we got reports Tommy Regan may have retired for the evening. He's not showing in the order at all. There's Dustin Burkhalter. Burkhalter currently running 4th in both class and overall. Good run there for Dustin. Ron Benches, he's right up there, P3. But he does have some lap cars that they're not really battling for position there. He's got Kruger in front and Doug Doucette behind him. And those two guys are both a lap down. The overall leader, Jeff Carollo, is basically the same situation. He's got Mitchell and Hudson on either side of him. Looks like Charlie Card managed to get directly behind him, though. He's a little over a second behind now. Card coming hard there. Battle for second, or actually battle for first place, both in class and overall position. Oh, no. That double right-hand turn bit him there pretty hard, like we saw last night, folks. It seems like a lot of the guys have been doing pretty good there, and Card also was doing well, but that time he pushed it just a little bit too hard. Got himself back there behind a pack of cars now. He's going to have to try to battle to get ahead of them. A few of those guys are not even on the lead lap, so got a bit of traffic to work with now. That may take some time, and as always, you know, they have this is a timed event. full 40 minutes. The Cards is coming into the pits here. He may be coming in for some tires, maybe. Looks like, yeah, going up on the jacks there, getting some new tires. Unfortunately, they take a little longer than it won't be anything like, say, a NASCAR pit stop, or definitely not like a Formula One pit stop. A little bit more lengthy time. It's kind of hard to really get back into the race if you have to stop for tires. Card re-enters 6th position in class, but 7th overall. Troy Banks has found his way up to 5th place overall, 4th in class. Meanwhile, Jeff Carollo continues to lead overall. Bjorn Benches is a healthy 8 seconds behind. Oh, that was Card, and he went off again and almost collected Carollo. That was weird there. He managed to not stop his progress, really. Wow, let's take a look at that. Here comes Charlie Card coming down to that double right. I believe that was the double right-hander there. Coming up, and we don't even see Carollo anywhere. Now, there's Carollo might have been behind him. That's what it was, and he was coming up from behind there. Couldn't tell who that was. Card gets it sideways. I believe Carollo's going to come into the picture here. That's the 79. There are a few other guys coming through there, and he just locked it down, which is the wise thing to do. When you see a bunch of cars coming, he must have thought he was going to be clear, and he starts to move. Oh, and I don't know why he did that, because definitely wasn't going to have time to get going before overall leader. Well, that's not overall leader, Jeff Carollo. Yeah, that was Jeff Carollo. No way he was going to get going before Carollo got through there. Card, he's now in the pits. Carollo continues to lead. He doesn't appear to have any real visible damage from that we can really see. Nose looks clean. There's a little bit of a crinkle there on the left rear, driver's left rear there. A little bit of body work might have got crinkled up from that impact. But other than that, he looks like he's doing pretty good to carry on. You got Michael McCoy right in front of him there, and Carollo behind. McCoy running third in his class, but 9th place overall. And right now we're showing only Jeff Carollo and Bjorn Benches on the lead lap. Here's Jaron Haslam. He's currently he's first in class, 4th place overall. Now he's trying to catch beyond benches. That's benches is running in a different class, but he is looks like he's on the same lap as Haslam. A little further back here, there's a 79 of Adam Baltudis. I'm sorry, 19 of Adam Baltudis. That number, that low, that the number style, it almost looks like a 7. The style of font he's using there. Running second in the class, 7th place overall. He's got the leader coming up behind him, though. Let's see if he moves out the way here for Carollo. Goes to the side, and there goes Jeff Carollo on by. Michael McCoy is like 2.5 seconds behind now. That's his the guy that he's battling with for position. McCoy in the Audi. Looks like we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, about five or six Audis maybe out there tonight. Well, actually, a fairly decent mixture of cars between the Audis. Look, from what I see, maybe one lone Ferrari there. Lincoln Russell, of course, he's a retired. Of course, Jeff Carollo in the Porsche. McCoy's comfortably in 3rd position there. Nice cushion between him and Baltudis and Elkins. Doug Doucette, he's showing here in 13th place and 7th overall, but he might be out. I don't see him. Yeah, he's actually showing is out. We'll go switch over to Michael Johnson here. Excuse me. Going by Corey Mitchell. Well, almost. Kind of drag race there with Corey Mitchell. Johnson's in 6th position in class, but 12th overall. Corey Mitchell is actually in another class there and running in 5th position in class. And he's also 6th overall. Johnson's actually 12th overall. And Adam Baltudis maintaining a 3-second gap over McCoy. John Hanson Gates had an event here. Let's see what happened here. Looks like the double right-hander. Wow, he just almost seemed like slow motion, and he just really that catches folks out. We've been seeing it. We saw it last night. Oh, tried to get on the power there a little too soon to get going, and facing in the wrong direction there. But yeah, there you go. You better use all that grass over there and get turned around so you can see what's coming. Then when you get off like that and so much traffic and you lose so much time, unfortunately, tough break for Hanson Gates there. Nothing he can really do but just wait for the traffic to clear. It's almost a blind crest there. He's able to get it going. Currently running 8th position in class, 15th overall. And just cruising along. Well, snug down in a nice P2 position there overall. P3 position overall is Jaron Haslam, but he's in a different class, in the GT3 class. There's Troy Banks. That's a battle for both position and class position. Him and Corey Mitchell. They're trying to give Banks all he can stand here. They're getting ready to make their way down to the tricky double right-hander. Let's see how they come out of this. Both seem to navigate it pretty good there. Mitchell trying to time a pass here, moves to the outside. Drag race down to the turn. That's a tricky one to get right there. A little bit of a gutsy place to try a pass. Coming up to the front stretch here. Oh, and Troy cuts the grass a little bit. Just enough to allow Mitchell through to P3. Michael McCoy, here we got a few cars coming on pit lane here. Got Michael McCoy coming in, Michael Johnson coming in for servicing. Ken Kruger, he's already in the pits. I would think either Johnson or Kruger will get out first. So it takes a little time for them to get going there with those pit stops. Dustin Burkhalter having a fairly decent night, running 7th overall, 6th in class. And Doug Doucette, he's also retired his vehicle for the evening. Here's Eric Elkins, currently running 6th overall, 5th in class. He's trying to keep Dustin Burkhalter behind him there. Let's take a look at their sector times here, see how they stack up here. Burkhalter definitely showing quicker in all 3 sectors. Oh, and oh boy, Burkhalter took a little bit of a dive there. He was 0.2 quicker in sector 1. coming down to that tricky right-hander here, sweeping right-hander. Up to the final turn here for the front stretch. We saw Troy Banks go off here. They both managed to get there. Rasmussen, he's definitely a little slower through all the first two sectors there. Here we move over to Jaron Haslam. No pressure at all. Let's see, do we have anybody else in the pits here? Well, Kent Kruger's still in the pits. I wonder if he's hope he's not retired for the evening. He's showing 9th place there in class, 15th overall. There's your overall leader. Jeff Carolla continues to lead overall. Bjorn Bench is running 2nd overall and in class. Comes Corey Mitchell. That's Baltudas directly behind him. Not on the same lap. There's 4th place Troy Banks. Banks having a good night so far. Now Banks, he's not battling for position here. This is Baltudas. He's not on the same lap, but I'm sure he's looking to get around him as soon as possible. Got a report Johansson Gates went off track. Oh, and he touched that grass a little bit. Oh, and he got hard into the tire barriers and got hung up a bit. Oh, no, he might have had to tow in for that. That's not good there. It'll take him a minute just to tow back. Let's take it live and see if he's still in the pits. Yeah, he's still in the pits. He may still be in when they tow back, the car shows in pit road, but it takes a set amount of time for the towing process to complete. Hanson Gates continues to sit there. He's 8th in class with 14th overall. Right there with Kent Kruger, who's 15th overall, 9th in the class. They're in the same class. Meanwhile, there's Corey Mitchell. He's surrounded by a couple of lapped cars. Back to another part of the track, Jaron Haslam. He's got a lot of clean running going there. Kent Kruger is back on track. He had a lengthy pit road stop there. Oh, and hit the grass again. Oh, that grass seemed to be really slick, and he was trying to turn it and just couldn't get it going there, and went right into the wall. Kruger's back in. I don't know if he just pitted. He might have decided to retire the car, maybe. Tough night for Kent Kruger. reports, here's the Elkins crashed. Let's see, and Michael Johnson, he also crashed. Let's see what happens here. Whoa! And it looked like he was able to he spun in front of somebody there, and unfortunately did not collect another car. I believe that might have been your leader go by there. Johnson currently running now 6th place in his class, 12th overall. Here's Michael McCoy running 3rd in class, 8th overall. Mosport has definitely been a challenge. There's Corey Mitchell. He's in the pits. He was running 4th overall and in class. Pole sitter. Looks like he just got a splash of fuel and just keep on going. We saw several guys getting some tires, but not for Corey Mitchell. He's actually only been off track twice. Benches and Corolla have only been off one time. Alan Baltudis has only been off once. So some guys have tamed the track here a bit. There's Corolla. Corolla been leading pretty much all the way. Let's see, I believe that might be, let's see, that might be Michael Johnson behind him. Nobody else really behind him, though. He's about to catch a bunch of cars here in front of him, lap cars. They're still a little ways off, but he's closing in. Matter of fact, we're lap 31, and boy, time flies when you're having fun. We're at 39 minutes already, folks. And looks like Corolla, he'll probably cross the start-finish line before time runs out, so he'll probably have one more lap. This should be, if they did white flags, he would be getting a white flag right now. This will be the final lap of the event. There's Burkhalter. A lot of the guys they're not. There's nothing really to battle for because so many of the guys that have cars there in front of them that are they're surrounded by guys who are not really on the same lap. Now Mitchell, he's battling with Banks there, but Banks is 10 seconds down the road, so really no chance to catch him there. There's Corolla. He's finishing that run down the back there. Getting ready to come around for the last few turns of the final turn here, coming onto the front stretch. And Jeff Corolla will be your winner, folks, here at Mosport. Corolla, your winner. One of the few cars that only have less than one off-track event. field making their way around the track now. Looks like he's going to stop right here for the class photo. Jeff Carollo, your winner. There's the rest of the field. I guess he was wondering where everybody was. Let's see if everybody's crossed the line. Okay, everybody has indeed crossed the line now. We're going to go ahead and bring up the race results here. Corey Mitchell, your winner. Randy Mathis, second. David, this is saying, oh, I'm sorry, that's qualifying, my bad. Let's move over to the race results. Jeff Carollo, your winner. Bjorn Bench is second. Troy Banks, third. Corey Mitchell, fourth. Dustin Burkhalter, fifth. Darren Haslam, sixth position. Andrew Rasmussen, seventh. Michael McCoy, eighth. Adam Baltutis, ninth. Eric Elkins, 10th. David Hudson, 11th. Michael Johnson, 12th. Johansson Gates, 13th. John Stapp, 14th. Let's see. Kent Kruger, 15th. Doug Doucette, 16th position. Let's scroll that up a little bit so we can see everybody. 17th position, Randy Mathis. Charlie Card, 18th. Jordan Johnson, 19th. Tommy Regan, 20th. And that will do it for this evening. And I want to thank you again for joining us for tonight's event. And on behalf of everyone here at Rice Motorsports TV, I wish you a pleasant evening.